Alright guys, welcome to What is Sony Vegas? The series I'm starting where we're going to take you from not knowing what Sony Vegas is, basically knowing nothing about what this program does and how to use it, to being fairly decent and competent at it. About as good as I am. I'm not saying I'm the best editor, but I can hold my own. I can do pretty good. Um, as you guys have seen, I've been putting some OCEs out, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load my OCE up here. Show you guys what went into that. There's actually kind of a part I wanted to show here. Here, I'll just play it. Cover your ears or turn your volume down if you have low ears. This is loud. That's how loud that was supposed to be. If you didn't listen to it with full Turtle Beaches on full volume, like I do. Oh yeah, here's the Mystic Smooth I wanted to show you guys. See, I had him running up. If you guys don't realize, I rushed A side on Compound, and I just shot the boxes. If you don't see my teammate in front of me here, and let me back it up before the, see that spot right there? I think that's a star actually. I don't know, someone correct me, but she throws a nade, hits the guy, and I'm able to wallbang him through the box there. This took me 2 games of 13 rounds of spamming the box. This was the second to last round. Hold on. I'm sorry about that. Someone's Skyping me. So yeah, there's the Mystic Smooth. I just basically wallbanged him through the boxes at A. I haven't really seen this clip, but it's because it's not really that impressive, but I'm not the best player in the world, so it was pretty nice. You saw I used my ripple effect here, my patented ripple effect, and a little extra glow. I also, if you guys didn't hear the volume difference, oh wow, I didn't say, I had this cranked up all the way last time. Yeah, I literally just sit here and crank the volume up on the last part, the drop right there, and it just goes boom. Um, so yeah, that's that. Now we're gonna get into the tutorial. No, we're not gonna save that. All right, so we're gonna be using the basic template here. If you want a really good quality, I recommend going to HDV 1080 60i 1440x 1080 30 FPS resolution. That's really high quality. I'll be right back. Alright, now that we're back, I'm sorry. I have to do a lot of pauses because I don't know. For some reason, people are talking to me today. Like, people never talk to me anymore. They used to, but they don't talk to me anymore. You know, because I'm just that uncool. Not even my internet friends talk to me. Oh, there's Nick. Um, so, we're going to start here. The windows I have open are Video FX, Project Media, Transitions, Media Generators, and Explorer. Obviously, I have my preview window over here, stretched out a bit. If you want to, you can copy my view settings over here, where I have check marked and stuff. Um, so, yeah, basically, to use the Explorer, just click Explorer, know where your files are located on your computer. Go over to them, and just find the folder, find whatever video or media you want to upload to your video, and double click it. Maybe if it's a longer video clip, see how I get like the waiting glass. You might have to wait a couple seconds. But I just loaded all 3 videos I did into my OCE, or one clip edit for you guys who don't understand that, into here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create 3 media bins here. Alright, so now we're going to rename these. One's going to be media. The second one is going to be videos. Oops. So you just right click them and go to rename, by the way. Video, or video slash clips, or clip slash videos, however you want to do it. And the third one is going to be, I think overlays, yes. So media is going to be like 3D CG, stuff like that, maybe intros. Overlays are going to be like lock-on effects, maybe like fire rings or stuff that you have. I have a couple of those. Clips of videos is obviously going to be your clips of videos. So to get these in the folders we want them, we're going to go to the All Media tab on our Project Media window. All we're going to do is we're going to drag it, tell the folder highlights, and just drop it. Now you might think nothing changed, I see. Well, you'll see. Just drag it onto here. And look, we go into our bin here, and now they're all there. Since all media shows all media, it'll still be here. But now we can look through our individual things, and everything won't be so disorganized. So now that we have our clips loaded in, we're going to learn how to get rid of this nasty replay bar, or just crop out unwanted video. So basically, we're going to go to here, and we're just going to hold the control key, and we're just going to resize this window. See this little window with a big giant F in it? Just resize it, so get rid of the stuff you want. Then you click this button right here, right next to where it says Untitled. That's the save button. It'll save a preset. As you see, I already have this preset. I named it Replay Bar Gone because in Crossfire, the edit bar is called Replay, and you want to kind of get rid of it because it looks ugly. Here's the comparison to what it looks like. So here's what it looks like with, here's what it looks like without. It'd probably be better just to actually record in game, but A, you cannot get smooths in game, and B, I have a sucky computer. So now that we've learned how to crop out unwanted effects, I will be right back because I gotta check something. Alright, so now that we've learned how to do that, we're going to learn the basics of Sony Vegas and why all the tabs I have open do. Video effects. These are basically the effects or stuff you can add to your video. As you can see, there's a lot of effects. And once you use these effects, like let's say I put this down here, and let's make it brighter, because everything needs to be brighter. Hey, let's play with the settings. Let's make it look really ugly, and we can name this ugly shit. And then we press the save button, and now we have a preset called ugly shit. But we want to delete this preset because this preset obviously does not need to be used ever, like ever in the history of ever times 20. Also, something I forgot to mention, I have the button to ignore event groupings on. You can activate this by pressing Control U or clicking it up here. Basically, this means that the sound in the video clip will not automatically group themselves or stick together. You might want to turn this off if you're a new editor. Kind of gets confusing because it's kind of nice to have them move together when you first start. But for me, having them independent is nice. Now I'm going to explain what these audio tracks do. As you see, we have one video, one audio track when we load a clip in. We can right click and insert a video track or insert an audio track wherever we want. We can have a shit ton of these. We can have a crap ton of these. Trying to keep my profanity here to a minimum. Alright, so as you can see, it says level. This is how transparent this layer will be. We can also control this individually through I'm sorry, I'll stop saying but we can control this individually through the clip by clicking at the top of it, and you can see this opacity meter, or we can control like this as a layer opacity. Preferably, it's better to control it as individual clip opacity. And also, if you go to the end of clip, of the very top corner where that blue edge is, you can do the crossfades. This is going to fade in and out, and you automatically will have the tool automatic crossfades on, so when you slide two clips together, it'll just put a crossfade right there. Okay, so now that we've learned that our video tracks do, let's learn what our audio tracks do. Now, in our audio tracks, where it says dB, this is the volume meter. This is going to control what we have in volume-wise. The pan is going to be where you hear it. This is going to be only effectual if you have a headset on or a surround sound system. You can basically slide it to where you'll hear more noise coming from your right side or more noise coming from your left side. Now I'm going to reset these tracks because those aren't really features that I'm going to be using a lot in these earlier tutorials. Now, the three clips I have for this OCE, or one clip edit, were two smooths. I had one clip. For those of you who don't know what smooths are basically third-person characters or free cameras that show the environment or what happened not from a first-person view. This is a term used in first-person shooters by editors, and basically this would be a smooth. You can see me bunny hopping to long A side, and you can see him walking here and getting wall banged, like a noob. So we're gonna delete both those off our timeline, and now we're gonna go load in our other media that we need, and I'll show you guys what the other bins were for our media, our project media. So you guys have seen the ICC for Gaming intro and my personal Desert Eagle intro, which was made by my good friend Moment Intel. You should go sub him and check him out. We're both staff members at Naive Gaming. I also play for them and do GFX work. So now that we have both those loaded in, I'll load in our Naive Gaming intro, since I am part of their staff, and I do attend their staff meetings. So now we go to our project media, and we can just basically sort this out. Drag it into the media tab, and now we have a nice little media here, nothing in overlays, and we have our clips. So now, instead of having this jumbled mess of stuff, we have this, cool stuff. Alright, so now that we have our cool stuff sorted, we're going to start loading these clips in, and I'm going to show you guys basically how to make them look prettier. This is known as color correction. This is a basic thing for a lot of edits. You guys have all seen my color correction, so I'll show you what it is. If I haven't gone over this, I forget if I had. To pan crop this, get this, I think I did go over this, but I have this, you click this little button right here, and then you just basically shape this window to cut out whatever you want, and save it as a preset so you never have to do it again, and just, you click this little drop down menu, and just, yeah, hit it like a pro. We go to video effects, which is basically our effects like I said earlier. I use a lot of effects for my color correction. The effects I recommend you use aren't actually what I use. I would use color balance, color corrector secondary, and HSL. Where is it? HSL adjust. I use, if you guys want to see what I use the three things that start with color that I said before. Color correction, color balance, and secondary color correction. I have one for COD right there too. It looks a little bit better for COD. I use glow. I really like glow. You guys can see that. It works better than using the brighten effect, I see. Well, for me anyways. And then I use soft contrast. And we get this effect that you can see over here. It looks pretty neat. Kind of like a bit dark but light at the same time, with soft edges, which I really like. So that's my color correction. How to build your own color correction, it's really up to you. I mean, my hints are, sit here, throw a clip down, something you like to look at, crop it however you want, and always put your, if you have a good computer, and your computer can handle it, always put your color correction down first. And literally just sit here and play with the settings. Get a feel for what you want. Maybe you want more of like a purplish theme. So we'll give you like a purplish look here. And we'll put our color corrector down, and let's go to reset to none. We'll go with some purplish. We'll offset the purplish with some red up here. So we'll keep the purplish theme in there, and then we'll offset that some more with like a green overlay. So now we still have that purplish theme, but with kind of a red. I guess that's too deep. But you can play with it however you want. That's really up to you. The color correction is up to you. Well, okay guys, so basically we've covered how to load your clips in, what my settings are for this, what the series is going to be about, and basically how to do your color correction. In the future, i.e. the next episode, we're going to do syncing, overlays with text, overlay effects, creating our own effects that aren't presets, and a few other things that I think you'll find pretty special. So for now, this has been ICC Icy. Peace out. Please check out my OCEs that are coming out daily. Also, follow me, subscribe, like this video if you liked it, and go check out Naive Gaming for a sick esports community. This has been Icy. Peace.